Hello, beautiful people. I just want to come on here and there's been just a lot on my spirit that made me feel like I need to come on and just come in here up close and personal with some raw truths. You know what I'm saying? Raw. And you know, for those that see the video, it will be on my business page. I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to post it on Facebook just because right now I'm deactivated from Facebook. I deactivated myself, and one of the reasons why is just the energy has been overwhelming. Like the negative energy that I have seen on social media is just fucking bananas. It's crazy, and it's like, with me being the type of person that can absorb others' energy so strongly, the energy right now that's just out in the collective is fucking crazy. It's dark, it's ugly, um, it's chaotic, and then, don't get me wrong, there's been some positive energy, but the negative energy has outweighed it. Like, hands down, outweighed it. But, the thing that I came on here for that's been really, really on my spirit, that's been really pushing me to come on here and speak some truth to y'all. One of the reasons is that I'm hoping that it helps someone. I keep getting the inkling that somebody needs to see it, that somebody needs it right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody needs um, this truth right now, and and so I'm hoping that it will definitely do that. Also, just kind of saying right now, just from the jump, this video is not to get any kind of pity. Okay, fuck your pity. Okay, and I mean that in the most sweetest way. Okay, I don't mean no harm by that, but what I mean by that is that I'm not here to tell you these truths or what it is that I see for the sake of pity. I'm not here to give you, a little bit of my life in order for pity and for you to go and feel a type of way about this or that. Or it's none of that. I don't care about no goddamn pity. Okay, um, I don't care. I don't need your pity. So please do not hit me telling me, oh, how shitty this gotta be and wooty wood and wooty wood. I already know. You get what I'm saying? I'm fully aware of how shitty things have been. You know what I'm saying? And just in life in general, personal, whatever. I'm aware. I see it. One of the reasons why I'm on here. But, I don't need no pity from anybody, okay? So I want to make sure that shit's clear. Another thing is that I might say some things that might trigger you, okay? That's not my intention. I don't intend to trigger nobody or anything like that. My whole purpose is to give you raw truth. Okay, anybody that knows me or doesn't know me, I've always been someone who's upfront. You know what I'm saying? I've always been raw. I've always been unfiltered. Um, that's just me. You feel me? And I know sometimes my truth and my unfilteredness can be a little harsh, a little blunt, a little brass, whatever you want to say. I am aware of that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's me. You feel me? And I don't mean any harm by it. And anyone that knows me, or if you don't, you know what I'm saying? I come from a place of love. You feel me? And speaking of that, I meant to do this before. I started the video, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm gonna clear my energy now, okay? Clear my energy, clear my space, okay? Charging up my tassel, okay? My chakra tassel. But I want to clear up my energy now, okay? I want to make sure that I don't have no stagnant energy around me. I want to make sure that I'm coming at you um, strictly from love, okay? I want you to understand that there's nothing that I'm not here to go at nobody or anything like that. This is purely just out of love, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to make that aware and make sure that it's known that everything that I'm going to say to you is just purely out of love. It's out of a positive space. And, you know, like I said, the intention is in hopes that whoever it is that's supposed to get this message receives it. Because somebody is supposed to have this message. I don't know who, okay? But somebody needs it. So that's why I'm being pushed to do it. Because somebody needs this message. Okay? So, the thing that has been really bothering me as of late is this toxicity that's going around. Like this toxic ass energy that's going around right now is not it. Okay, um, I've seen it to where I've seen the side of where I've seen those that are giving the toxic energy or being the toxic energy, and then I'm seeing the side where the other side of the spectrum where they're receiving it or they're dealing with someone that is toxic, and you know, while they're trying to be light, they're being dark. You get what I'm saying? So I've seen both sides of it, and it's just, this is crazy. Like, this is too much. Like, this is too much. Like, this is baffling that the majority of our collective is so fixed on this fucking toxicity. Like it's a trend. Like it's the way to go. And it's not. And mind the outside, okay? I'm getting my nature fix. Okay, so you're probably gonna hear all kinds of fucking shit. I live where I live. Okay, but anyways, the toxicity is crazy. The shit's crazy. I have seen people posting negative shit. I've seen people posting shit, and you know that's toxic, and then they're laughing at it like it's funny and woo woo woo, like it's the thing to do, and it's not. I've seen this bullshit where people are encouraging toxicity. Like, is that really what's going on right now? We're encouraging it? Like, we have to stop. Okay, we gotta stop this. This is crazy. This is going beyond, you know, the expectation of, you know, toxicity. Toxicity is inevitable. Okay, just considering the fact that we've all came from different walks of life. We've all came from different types of families, to different backgrounds, and you know, we have to go through things that we have to heal, unlearn, that we were conditioned to learn, and stuff like that. So you know, toxicity is inevitable. We're gonna have to go through it in some part of our lives. Okay, that's what gives us balance. You know what I'm saying? Light, dark, yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? It's life. It's balance. You get what I'm saying? But the thing is that we're not supposed to be using it as a lifestyle. Okay, and I've already said this shit before. I've made posts before about this kind of stuff. Okay, but toxicity is supposed to be just a phase. Okay, it's supposed to be just a phase that you go through, and you're supposed to. The whole point of toxicity in our lives is to go through it, grow through it. That's the only way to go through it, is to grow through it. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to learn our lessons, and we're supposed to evolve from it. You get what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to go. But the things that I've been seeing, like, as of recently, and actually just like for a really long time now, a good bit of time, is that we're making it a lifestyle. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are we making toxicity a lifestyle? Why are we making negative energy a lifestyle? You know, it takes way more energy to be negative than positive. So I'm just confused on why we are so wrapped up and entangled in this negative low vibration right now. And I'm just here to let you know that shit is not it. I'm sorry. And I'm coming at you as a friend. You know, that one friend that might put her 2 cents in, but you don't never ask for it, but she be telling you some shit. But some of that shit she be saying really be making some sense. That's how I'm coming to you, okay? You didn't ask me for it, but look, my spirit told me somebody is asking for it, okay? So I'm gonna give it, okay? It's not it. The shit's not it at all. It was never it. Okay? It was never it. I came from toxicity. I came from the toxicity, okay? I have been there. I've been on both sides. I've been the toxic ball of energy, and I've been the one trying to help, trying to change, but around others that are toxic. You get what I'm saying? I've been on both sides. And, when it comes from me coming from toxicity, man, oh God, I've been through all kinds of bullshit. Like, been to child abuse. I've been through every type of abuse that you can think of. Okay? Been through all kinds of fucking abuse. And again, I have said this shit before. I'm very sure, or even if this is just deja vu, okay? And I'm thinking I've said it before and I never have. Okay? Just in case I'm just repeating myself on something that I've said before. You know what I'm saying? I've came from toxicity. I've been there. Okay? I came from that bullshit. I came from that child abuse. I came from a dysfunctional family. I came from parents that didn't heal their own shit. So they projected that shit on their children. I've been through the shit where they're telling you this and telling you that, and that's really not the way it goes because they didn't want to do the work for themselves. Okay? I've been through all of it. Okay? I've been on the side where, I was angry and stuff like that because of shit that I've been through. And I never got to heal the shit because I didn't know how to heal it. I never had a chance to grieve it because there was other things that was more important. Okay? And that's what I thought. But, in my mind, there was things that was more important. I can deal with the shit later. You get what I'm saying? Right now, I got this to do. I can heal. I can do this shit later. But that's not how it works. Okay? That's not how toxicity works. That's not how your inner demons work. When you have inner demons that you need to work on, you can't put it up under the rug. You can't do that. Like, there's no such thing as that. Okay? You can try. You can put it up under the rug. You can try to bury it, put it on the back burner, and say, I'll deal with that shit later. But it's not going to happen. Okay? Because those inner demons is still a part of you. Okay? In order for us to be whole, we have to have light and dark. Right? We have to. We have to have the good and the bad. That's what makes us whole. Right? None of us is just all good. None of us is just all bad. Do we allow one or the other to overtake the other? Yes, we do. We can. We can allow the darkness to take over. We can allow the goodness to take over where we're blinded to everything else. We can do that, but that's not how it's supposed to go. We're supposed to have balance. We're supposed to be able to embrace both sides, okay? And like I said, I've came from toxicity. Like, oh, Jesus. Like, I'm telling you, I have been, I call my darkness the beast. Okay, that's what I call it. There's the beast, and then there's Evelyn, Evie, whatever. And, and the beast is what I consider my darkness, my inner demons, right? She a beast. She's named the beast for a reason. She's a fucking beast. Okay? She's a beast. Okay? And, in my younger, when I was younger, not that I'm really old right now, but when I was younger, the beast, in my childhood, I still had that pureness and that sweetness, but then I went through all the hell that I went through. And as I went through all the hell that I went through and got older and didn't know how to deal with the hell that I've been through so I can move on in my life and stuff like that, the beast formed. You know what I'm saying? The beast formed. And the beast is someone that doesn't take no shit. Okay? The beast is someone who's defensive, someone who will destroy you if needed. And I'm just being real with you, okay? Like, the beast will fucking tear your head off, okay? Literally, metaphorically, however you want to take it, okay? Whatever it is, whatever mindset you want to get about the beast, go ahead and go with that, okay? Because most likely that's it, okay? But, I had the beast at one point in time. I mean, she's still there, but the beast ruled my life. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though I still had that sweet side of me and stuff like that, everything that I had been through made me hard. You get what I'm saying? It made me feel like I had to be tough. It made me feel like I couldn't be sweet. It made it seem like being sweet meant I get taken advantage of and stuff like that. And then having the parents that I had or have, you know, that didn't really make it any better either. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom, she wasn't a mom. And again, I'm not trying, when I bring up the people that are in my story, okay, in my truth, I'm not saying it in a way to damn them, okay? I love them. I love them with all my heart, but I'm just being real with you, okay? In order for you to understand who the fuck I am, you gotta understand where I came from, okay? And, my mom, she wasn't a mom, the typical mom that you would see, the nurturer, the loving. That's not what she was. She's not that. Now I don't really have a relationship with her. She sends her love. She's, whatever, but she's not the mom that, some of us have been blessed with. You know what I'm saying? The nurturer, where you get to have your mom as the best friend and stuff like that, That's not what I got as a mom. You know what I'm saying? My second mom, oh yeah, fucking everything of that. She was everything of that. But my actual mom that, biologically, my dad, he's my dad. Fucking, controlling, strict, has his mindset stuck the way he is, stuck in his ways type of person. He wasn't always like that though. He was a good, not that I'll say he's a bad guy now, but the way he is now isn't how he was like growing up. He was um, a lot sweeter, a lot, um, nurturing. He took a lot of the traits that my mom didn't give. You know what I'm saying? He was there. He was the nurturer. Um, he we didn't want for anything. He did whatever he had to do for us. He was that parent that literally took both sides of like mom and dad, you know. He was a good dude to an extent. You know, he's still a good dude, but he's just not the same anymore, you know. After the death of my brother, he just completely fucking changed. Completely changed. Okay. Um, you know, when we had our child abuse, you know, during our childhood with the child abuse, um, growing up, it resulted in the death of my brother. Okay. Because, you know, we were beaten, we were this. I had to try to protect my siblings and defend them and try to keep them out of harm's way, which I didn't succeed, I guess, you know, but I mean, I was a child too. But, you know, I still feel like I didn't succeed because at the end of all that, I lost a brother. You get what I'm saying? But, you know, I've had a lot of fucking trauma follow me. You know, I had to deal with the death of my brother. I had to deal with bearing um, the weight of that. Um, all this kind of stuff. I had to deal with bullying at one point in time in my life. I had to deal with all this toxic shit, and I never, as a child, got a chance to grieve. You know what I'm saying? I never had a chance. I didn't get a chance to go to the therapist and talk, and you know what I'm saying? Very briefly. And my dad was just not having that shit. Fuck all that therapy shit. Okay, that was his mindset. So I never really had the time to grieve as I should have. I didn't get a time to grieve. I didn't get a chance to figure out how to deal with it. None of that. So the older that I got, struggling with the things that I went through in my life, I became this ball of fucking repressed emotions, right? And it became to be a toxic ass ball of emotions. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here, this fucking girl that's just, she's tough. You know, she could be sweet, but she's tough on the fucking exterior. She's quick to tell you about your fucking self. She ain't got no filter. She don't play no fucking games. She'll put the brick and mortar on your fucking head quick. Okay, if you come at her that way, you feel me? I just, you know, in my younger stages, you know, from childhood to like adolescence, teenage years, you know, I didn't take no shit from no, you know, I always had that guard up. I always had this guard up to where you know right off bat not to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me. Okay, because you would sure regret it. You know what I'm saying? And so I carried, you know, that along with the conditioning that I went through growing up. Seeing how um, I went through with my relatives and how they treated me. Then going from foster home to foster home and then seeing how I got treated there. And then going back home to my father and then seeing how I got treated there. You know what I'm saying? So I got all this conditioning that's negative. Not, you know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I had some parts in my life that were positive. You know, I did have some people put in my life that did show me love and stuff like that. And I still hold that very dear to me because I feel like a good part of that is what makes me, you know, part of who I am too, as far as like the nurturing side, the loving, you get what I'm saying? But, you know, all this toxicity that I had learned was taking over my life because I was fucking putting it under the rug. I didn't know how to deal with it, so I'm like, okay, well, I ain't got time to deal with it right now. I'm just gonna put it under here. And eventually, when I figure it out, I'll deal with it because I always figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt, you know. And then I started, you know, I had my babies, you know, around this time. I met my fucking husband, and then, you know, I started having babies. And, you know, even though I'm still a ball of mess, I'm still trying to bury the ball of mess and be there for everybody else. I'm trying to save everybody else like how I did back in my childhood. I had to, when I tried to save my siblings, so I try to save everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I try to, when I had my kids, you know, they gave me something to live for. You know what I'm saying? They gave me something to live for. They gave me something to protect, um, to try again, and what I felt like I failed at, which, now, it wasn't me failing. I was a child. You feel me? I was a child given adult responsibilities that should have never been put on me in the first place. But you know what I'm saying? In my mindset, that's how I was back then. Okay, I can make up for not doing all I can for my siblings, my brother. Now I can, make things right by doing better for my babies. You know what I'm saying? And so, I had my kids. My kids is honestly what changed my life around. My kids is what made me realize that the toxicity wasn't it. Now, I'm not saying, now, even then, though, I still struggled on how to figure out how to get rid of the toxicity. But I knew at this time, okay, I can't allow this to be passed down to my kids like toxicity was passed down to me. I just knew I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? And then I had my husband, who was, my boyfriend at that time. And when we met, we both had inner demons. That's, yeah. Like, but at that time, I didn't know he had inner demons. I just knew I had inner demons. I didn't really know how to deal with it. And, I kind of saw him as like my saving grace. But then I didn't realize this nigga had bullshit too. You get me? I didn't realize that shit. So, when you got one negative ball of energy that's full of toxicity, and then you have another one that comes together, you have an even bigger ball of fucking toxicity. Okay? Is even, you know what I'm saying? We got two little things, you put them together, it's like, bam, it's a disaster. Okay? And that's how it fucking was. For the most part, there's good things out of it too. But I think it was more so unhealthy shit. You feel me? Like codependency, um, make expecting the other one to make you happy, putting all that burden on them to make you feel better, to save you. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. And that was the kind of thing that started out. It was like I was so worried about trying to save him. Like once I realized that he had these issues going on in his life, I immediately took this defense of trying to protect. You feel me? Now, mind you, I was already came from a background of survival mode, okay, already. And so I'm over here putting my own demons aside to try to save somebody from their demons. And that's not the way you go about shit. I'm gonna let you know right now, that's not the fucking way you go about things at all. You get your shit together first. Take care of your inner demons. Get rid of your toxicity. Fill your cup up. Love on yourself. Then you're able to love on other people. And depending on whether or not they want to receive, or if, they want to change or whatever, then they'll receive it, with open arms or whatever. But when we came together, we worked because we both were fucking toxic. You know what I'm saying? We both were fucking toxic. I was always worried about trying to save him and stuff, and he was worried about doing all his little bullshit. And then, I got entangled in his bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And all it did was feed on the toxicity that I already had that was unhealed. Okay? So now I got childhood trauma. I got, teenage year trauma. Then now I got, I got kids now, trying to be the mom and stuff like that. And I still got this ball of toxicity, and all this shit did was make the shit worse. Okay? At one point in time, I became an alcoholic. Okay? Trying to to numb it and trying to escape reality became very, very heavy in alcohol at one point in time. You know, he was into alcohol, okay? Say less, nigga. I'll get some alcohol. That shit was not good. That shit was bad. I was really heavy in alcohol. I was alcoholic. I mean, that's just what it was. I was alcoholic, okay? Neck fucking bottles, nigga. Connect bottles like nobody's fucking business, okay? Fucking used to neck a whole damn, what was it, a fifth of fucking SoCo, 100 proof SoCo to the head, nigga. And then I'll drink some shit after that. Like, and all that shit did was make it worse. It made the anger worse. It made the pain worse. It made the toxicity worse. You get me? Like, the toxicity just got worse and worse and worse and worse because I still hadn't healed it. Instead of healing it, I'm masking it. You feel me? I'm doing shit just to fucking completely forget about it now. To escape it. And the thing about our inner demons, they're not going to let you escape them. They're not going to let you run away from them. They're not going to let you do none of that. Because it's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Just like how the light needs to be shown to others, our inner demons want to be seen too. You feel me? They want to be seen. They don't want to be buried. They don't want to be buried and stuck away and you over there embarrassed of them. Like you embarrassed of them and I'm sorry, I had some kind of email. I was trying to read that. But anyways, they don't want to be put aside. They don't want to be ashamed of. They don't want you to be embarrassed of them. They don't want you to discard them. Okay? Because it's a part of you. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to be, that's not how we want to be. We're supposed to embrace that. We're supposed to love on that because it's still a part of us. We don't discard it. We don't throw it away. We don't fucking say, oh, that shit don't exist. Yeah, you might be disgusted of it. You feel me? Because I'm telling you right now, my motherfucking past, some of that shit I'm disgusted of. I ain't even gonna lie. Some of that shit I'm disgusted of. Some of that shit has disgusted me on how far, on how bad I got, on this downward spiral that I went on. Some of that shit disgusts me on how, I gave away my integrity, my dignity, how some of the stuff I willfully gave, some of it unwillingly, got took from me. You know what I'm saying? And when I look back on it and stuff like that, I'm disgusted by some of that shit. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? What the fuck? But it doesn't change the fact that it's a part of me. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of me. My past is what makes me into the person I am now. You know what I'm saying? It makes me into this evolved person that I am now. And just like how it made me into this ball of light that I am, which I hope I am, this ball of light that I am, it also made me into the fucking ball of darkness I am too. And the dark, it, just because I've learned to embrace it and love on it doesn't make it no longer existed. You feel me? Like the beast is still there. She's still there. She's just tamed now, The beast, she knows she needs to stay in her cave. She knows that she needs to stay there. The only time, the beast come out is usually when, if you fuck with my money or you fuck with my kids, you're gonna see that fucking beast come out. And I'm just being real with you. You're gonna see that shit. Okay? Like you play with my kids, you play with my money, that beast is coming for you. It's coming. Now, is she gonna come out as destructive as she was back then? Nah. Because she knows better now. But she's gonna come out. She just knows how to come out more civilized. There we go. That's the word I was trying to think. She comes out more civilized. She doesn't come out wild. Back then it was wild. That beast was wild. She didn't know. She just came the fuck out lashing and everything. Now she knows how to come out civilized, okay? But, so anyways, sorry if I start going off. I don't mean to do that. I hate public speaking. I fucking hate it, and I'm still working on trying to get better with it. Okay, especially with like my business on what I'm trying to do and stuff. Public speaking is part of the shit that I need to do. So I'm trying to get better with that. So if I start kind of going off and don't mind me, just listen to the message, okay? Listen to the message. The message is in there. Okay, please just listen to the message. But anyways, so I was an alcoholic at one point, okay, and that made shit a lot worse. And then, the Lord had to start knocking my ass down. Okay. Because we all have free will. That's the blessing that all of us get. We have free will. The Most High allows us to do whatever we think because that's the whole point of learning. If we're not allowed to go over there and scrape our knee, we ain't gonna learn how to not make sure we don't do that shit again. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta learn. We gotta be able to scrape our knee and stuff like that. And so we all got free will, and now I'm an alcoholic, full of toxic energy still. But then at the other part, I'm also kind of, that stone heart and stuff is starting to melt because I got my babies. You know what I'm saying? So even though I'm still with the toxic energy and I'm not really sure how to deal with it, I also am starting to melt at the same time. That cold heart is starting to melt a little bit because my babies are giving me something to live for. My babies are giving me life. My babies are, giving me that mindset to where I have to be a good role model for my babies. You get what I'm saying? And so, and then at the same time, I'm over here trying to save somebody else from their damn demons. Okay, I'm still not registering that part though, because I was so used to always protecting. That's where I came from. I'm protecting, defending. That's where I came from. So I was still stuck in that type of energy. Like, okay, I gotta make sure my babies are good. I gotta make sure he good. Worry about me later. And so as the time went by, I started getting, the thing about when you're toxic, the Most High is always going to give you, tower moments to try to wake your ass up. And the more hard-headed you are, the more them tower moments is going to hit. Okay? Start waking your ass up. Okay? Don't think for 1 second that you being toxic and stuff like that, you about to just ride through life freely, being a toxic ball of energy to yourself and others, because you will not. Okay? And, around the time that I had my second, by the time I had Yuri, my second baby, things started kind of hitting then. You know what I'm saying? Triggers are hitting harder. The anger's hitting harder. And trying to deal with somebody else and their bullshit started just kind of just getting crazy. And then, I just started getting out of control then, I'm lashing out. I'm hurting people. It just started getting crazy. And so then, I had to eventually hit rock bottom. Eventually. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I hit rock bottom. Lord smack my ass right down on that motherfucking concrete. You hear me? Smack my ass down on that concrete. Okay? Boom. I end up with a DUI. Get the harshest fucking penalty ever. I swear that judge put the book on my motherfucking head. You hear me? She put the whole courthouse on top of me. Had fines up the ass. Even went to jail for a little bit. And shit, oh God, I thought I was gonna die. Because I'm like, oh my God, I can't be around my kids. You know what I'm saying? That was my wake-up call right there. When I got put in a position to where I had to realize that I could be prevented from being near my babies, that woke my ass up. That fucked me up. Because My kids are my life. They are my life. They are everything to me. And to put myself in a position to where I almost could have caused myself to be away from my kids for a long term, for a long amount of time, at least to me, because the amount of time I was in it, that shit was too long for me. God damn it. It was too long. And so, once I got into that, I was like, oh, hell no. Nope, no, I can't do that. I can't, I can't lose my babies. That's something I can't do. You feel me? That's the thing about, the Most High. When you get blessings, you need to appreciate those blessings. You really do. You need to appreciate those blessings, because the truth of the matter is, we are given so much grace and so much mercy for the bullshit that we do to ourselves and others, and we still get mercy. We still get mercy. We still get grace. We still get blessings. And if you don't start realizing those blessings, if you don't start changing your life around and using those blessings that has been given to you, because the blessings we get are meant to guide us. They're meant to turn our life around. Children aren't put in our lives for us to have an influence on them. Children are put in our life for them to have an influence on us. Okay? Children are put in our lives to change us. We don't get kids to change them. They don't need changing. Babies come into this world just as they are meant to be. Perfect. They come into this world pure, innocent, full of light, the way that all of us came into this world. You feel me? So they don't need changing. They were already a perfect bundle of joy when they came into this world. You know what I'm saying? They were already perfect. They're not conditioned from the world. They're not corrupted from the world. They're not listening to people with full negative energy. They come into this world pure. Pure, full of love. The way that it's intended for us to be. So they're not put in our lives for us to do something for them. They put in our lives because they're supposed to be doing something for us. And our job is to make sure that we continue what the Most High has already done. And that's given us a blessing that is supposed to show us an example of how we are supposed to live. We're supposed to embrace our inner child. Okay, that's the innocence of us. We're supposed to, we make our mistakes, we get back up. You feel me? Just like children, they learn to walk, they fall down, but they determined to walk, ain't they? God, they're determined to walk. And once they start walking, they walk everywhere. Okay? That's how it's meant, We're gonna stumble, we're gonna fall, we're gonna scrape our knee a little bit, but we keep on getting up. We're determined, right? We're not supposed to be conditioned by the nastiness, the ugliness, the evil of the world. Our babies come into this world full of unconditional love. And that's what we're supposed to be going around this world in. Unconditional love. Toxicity isn't unconditional love. That's not unconditional love. Because if you have unconditional love, there's no way in the world you would even think about being toxic to others. There's no way in the world you would think about hurting others. There's no way that you would think about doing all this nasty, ugly things to others if you had unconditional love. Okay? So the whole point when we go through this journey and we hit that phase of toxicity, the point is to know that it's there, know where it originated from, okay, which is our roots, our childhood. Okay, you're supposed to go in there and say, okay, I realize this is from my childhood. I'm like this because this is how this was. This is what I saw growing up. Ooh, I know that's not the way to go about things. Okay, so I'm gonna unlearn it and be the best version of myself that I was meant to be. That's why we get children, at least in my opinion. We get children because our children, I feel like we get children as a reminder to say, hey, this is how you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be a bundle of love. This is what you're supposed to be. And I feel like we get children to remind us of that. You know what I'm saying? And and it's just what I feel. I feel like when we get the opportunity to have children, we need to do our best to make sure we are being the best version of ourselves for our babies. Now, don't get me wrong, we're going to have mistakes. We're human. We were made in the Lord's image. We're not the Lord. The Lord is perfect. Guys, omnipresent, everywhere, perfect, everywhere in one place. You know what I'm saying? That's not us. We're human. So we're not perfect, but that doesn't change the fact that we were made in His image, which is love. Okay? Which means we got the power to make our lives whatever the hell we want it to be, whether good or bad. We get to choose our fate. Okay? It's not the divine that chooses our fate, it's us. Because we are part of the divine. We co-create. The divine isn't on the outside of us. It's in us. Okay? So when you're doing that toxicity and stuff like that, you're practicing the devil side of you. The low level, the the low vibration and stuff like that, which is not of love, which is not of joy, that's all ugliness, hate, corruption. When you are practicing love and light, that is of the divine. You get what I'm saying? But neither one can exist without the other. They can't. Neither one can exist without the other. We have to have balance at all times. And so, once the more kids I started having, the more I had to wake the fuck up. And once I hit that rock bottom, that was it for me. I had to change. I had to change my life around. But then the issue now was I was still dealing with somebody that was still practicing and comfortable in their toxicity. Okay? So if you caught it, I don't know if it went over your head, if I didn't explain it right, but if you caught it, I already explained how I was the ball of toxicity. I was the one giving it, right? I was the one giving it. Busting heads, talking shit, trying to control shit. Okay, I was given that toxicity. Okay, now once I started having my babies, I started to change, but now I'm on the other side. Now I'm receiving the toxicity. I'm trying to deal with the toxicity. I'm trying to help somebody else with their toxicity because the way I see it, oh, well, if I can do it, they can do it too. I just need to help them. I just need to guide them. I just need to save them. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And so then, again, I'm going into the ball of destruction again because even when you're trying to change your life around, if you don't change what made you that way in the first place, you're not going to heal. Okay? It's just like a drug addict. When you are over here and you in deep in drugs and stuff like that, and you finally say one day, I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop doing it for me. I gotta stop doing it for my kids. I gotta stop doing it for whoever, okay? Whatever your reasoning is, or whoever, And you say, okay, I gotta stop doing it for this thing. And you go and try to do better. You can't be the only one sitting there practicing sobriety and all your fucking friends are still addicts. Okay, you still chilling with them every day. And they over there passing the drug to you. As they going around, they passing it to you. You keep telling them, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. But after so many passes, eventually what's going to happen? Eventually you're going to go, okay. You're going to see them over there looking like they're happy, looking like they're living their life, looking like they're doing good, they're feeling good. And then eventually you're going to give in to it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you're going to give in to it. And then here you go, you're relapsed, right? And so When you are trying to go a different route, a different direction than what you were used to, you have to rid yourself of it all. You have to rid yourself of the environment. You have to rid yourself of the people. You have to rid yourself of everything. You cannot heal where you got sick. You can't. You just can't. It's impossible. It would never happen. Okay? I'm here to tell you that right now. It's not going to ever happen. So, and that's something I had to learn. You get what I'm saying? I started to head towards the road of healing, head towards doing better for my babies because my babies deserved it, head towards being better and a better version of myself because I deserved it. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm still dealing with somebody that is full of toxicity and is not interested in changing. Okay? They feel comfortable in their toxicity. And when you've been there and stuff like that, at least for me, when you've been there and stuff like that, it makes you want to help even more because you know how fucking terrible it was for you to go through it. And you don't want nobody else to go through that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody else to go through that type of shit that you went through. So you try so hard to help. You feel me? And that was my fucking problem. I was always trying to fucking help, not realizing I couldn't help. It didn't register in my head until later, a lot later, that I was not able to help. You can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to fucking do. They are a whole different human being. They got free will just like how you had free will. Just like how you had free will to be not shit, right? I had the free will at one point in time to be shit. And boy, was I not shit, okay? I had the free will to not be shit. And then I had to learn the fucking hard way. You feel me? I had to learn the fucking hard way. I didn't have no one teaching me, giving me guidance on how to be better because everyone around me was fucking toxic. I didn't have no fucking body. You know, and the few people that I did have, I feel like that they are the people that did help me have hope, knowing that I can do it. Because the few people that did love me, that did say you're better than that did say you don't deserve that did say, that loved on me, they gave me hope. And I feel like that's the push that helped me be diligent in making sure that I was better. And then my kids, you get what I'm saying? I had a few gems in my life. I did. I had a few. Like I said, like I had mentioned earlier, my second mom, God, she was the epitome of a mother. She was nurturing. She was loving. She didn't see, you know what I'm saying? Like, she took your flaws and bundled them up and just loved on you. You know? She loved me despite the person that I was. When she met me, you feel me? I was a ball of fucking a mess then. You feel me? But she was one of the people that really changed my life, that softened me up. I'm serious. She's one of the people that is one of the reasons why I changed my life around. Besides my kids. God, you the best fucking human being in the world. Best human being in the fucking world. And I ended up losing her. You know what I'm saying? And it tore me the fuck apart. You know? It tore me apart to lose her. Like, it shattered my whole world losing her. And you know, and I'm saying that to say, toxicity can really take you away from what you should be grateful for the things that you should have gratitude for. All the blessings I had in my life. I have my babies. Okay, at this time I got my babies. I have her, my mom, that loved on me to fucking death. In my younger childhood, I saw her all the time. Stayed over, went over there, lived with her. One point in time, was with her all the fucking time. And as I got older and got worse in my toxicity, I was pulling away from her. Because I was so fucking raveled up and involved in this stupid ass ball of toxicity. And I ended up losing her. You feel me? All that time, I could have just been grateful for what I had, healed my shit, loved on my mom, let her love on me, let her love on the babies like she did. And I was so wrapped up in all this fucking toxicity that I had no idea that she, she was going through whatever it was she was going through, And that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when it comes to this, toxicity will fucking take you away from what matters in life. It will make you forget about everything that matters. You feel me? The good that matters, the blessings that you're blessed with, the love that you do have. It will make you forget about that if you let toxicity take over your life. And I feel like that's what happened when it came to her. I lost someone that meant the world to me. And what's so crazy is that, before I lost her, I kept getting these weird ass fucking things of like telling me something was going on, something was up. And I was just so fucking wrapped around about toxicity, so fucking wrapped up about trying to save this motherfucker, this there, this there, this there. And, and then, back then I had a problem with trusting my intuition back then. Because, again, in my relationship, there was a lot of manipulation, I know something to be this way, but there was a lot of manipulation in my life, a lot of gaslighting, a lot of bullshit that would make me question myself. So whenever I would get these little inklings of things, these little downloads of something happening, I would just be thinking I'm tripping. I would be thinking I'm paranoid. I would think I'm just acting weird, because that's what I would be told. Oh, you just acting weird, you just crazy, you paranoid. So that's what I thought it was. But no, it wasn't. The Most High was telling me, hey, pay attention to what fucking matters. Have gratitude for everything else that I have given you. Yeah, you've been through hell and back, but look at where you're at now. And I struggled with that. And I lost the most amazing person in my life. I had the chance. I had the fucking chance to go and tell her. See her one last fucking time. And instead, I was over here fucking doing stuff here for mother-in-law. I'm not blaming her, but I mean, I was over here doing this and getting distracted with this shit instead of going over there and going to make sure she was okay. And I missed out on seeing her one last time before she left this earth. And a part of that still fucks me up. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's important. It really, really is. It's important to really just get this fucking toxic shit out the goddamn way. And I hope that's the message and I'll give it to you by saying all this, but this toxicity is not worth it. It's not worth your happiness. It's not worth the people that you love. It's not worth those that are dear to you. It's just not fucking worth it. Go through the fucking phase that you're meant to go through, because we all have to go through it at one point in time. Go through that shit and grow through it and get the fuck out of it. Don't sit your ass in there simmering. You sitting here in this motherfucking pot of fucking shit, rolling around simmering in the juices and shit. when you could at any time just stand the fuck up and get out of it. But no, you're comfortable with it. Oh, well, I came from shit, so why not? No, 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 no. Get the fuck out of it. It's not cool. And stop, and so, for those that is receiving or trying to save someone that is toxic, please fucking stop. That shit is going to destroy you. That shit is going to destroy you. Please stop. If you got somebody in your life that does not want to change their ways and they want to go out here being a fuck boy, fuck girl, low energy, disgusting, trifling, disrespectful to you, not giving a fuck about you, your kids, if y'all got kids, and they don't fucking care, let them go. Let them go. And that doesn't mean that it's going to be permanent. It could be temporary. But the more that you hold on, the more permanent you're going to make it. You get what I'm saying? Because, say for example, you're supposed to let go and it's just supposed to be temporary. If you keep holding on and holding on and holding on, that shit's just going to beat your ass. It's going to keep beating your ass, beating you, and then when you finally let go, you ain't going to want shit to do with it no more. You get what I'm saying? And so what could have been something temporary is now permanent because you done let it take such a toll on your life. You know what I'm saying? So let that shit go now, expeditiously. Let it go. And it's easier said than done. I'm going to be real with you. It's easier said than done. On life it is. On life it is. That shit is easier said than done. I had, shit. Can't say, Lord, I've been hanging on for so goddamn long. It don't even make sense anymore. So many of us, and I really believe that this has to do with someone who's already been through hell. I believe that those that have been through hell and that actually are empathetic and can absorb other people's energy and can feel other people's emotion and can connect to people in that type of way. I feel like when you are that type of person, you try so hard. You really do. You try so hard to just hold on. Like, no. I know they can do this. I know they can do this because you see the potential. But you're blinding yourself. You get what I'm saying? Just because you see someone with potential and you look at someone through rose-colored glasses, it don't mean they're going to live up to that potential. You feel me? They're not. It doesn't mean that they are. You can have all the faith in someone that you want and believe that they can live up to their potential. But that's your perspective. It doesn't mean that they perceive that. They probably don't see nowhere near the potential that you see. You get what I'm saying? And if you are dealing with someone that is like that, then the chances of them living to that potential is 50-50. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have free will. They can live up to that potential or they don't have to. And that's their right. That's their decision. All you can control is your life. Your life. Who's relying on you? If you have kids, your kids is, our children is relying on us. We are the role models. And if you came from shit, don't be shit to your kids. Come on, man. So if you're dealing with someone that is full of toxic energy, let them the fuck go. Good riddance to them. Hey, bless you. Send their ass home. Pray for them for a distance. Okay? Because the truth of the matter is all they're going to do is keep bringing you down. And then all that nastiness that they've been reaping, all that shit that they've been reaping. They gonna sow it. And the only thing that's gonna happen if you still sitting there is that you gonna fucking sit right there and get all that shit spilled on you. And why do you deserve that if you were trying to be better? You don't deserve that if you're trying to be better for yourself, if you're trying to be a better version of yourself. You already went through what you had to fucking reap and sow when you went through your bullshit. Why are you gonna take it from somebody else's bullshit too? No. This is your life. Do what is best for you and those that rely on you and depend on you. Leave the motherfuckers in dust. I'm sorry, but leave them. Leave them in the dust. If they don't want to do right on their own, leave them alone. Okay? And then on the other side of those that are giving the toxic energy, you're better than that. You're better than that. You choose your fate. Your past doesn't define you. Okay? You can come from shit. Yeah, you can come from this. Yeah, your parents weren't shit. Okay. That doesn't mean that you gotta let that define you. Because when you allow that to define you, you done gave them your power. You done gave them your power. And that doesn't make any damn sense. We were put on this world to live our life, to live our best life, to be the best version of ourselves, and we done gave it away to somebody else. We done put it in somebody else's hands to make us a puppet on how we should live our life. No. I understand it feels easier to be in that darkness, but it ain't it. So many of us got this fear of people seeing us for who we really are, not who we pretend to be. Okay, because let me tell you, that's something else too that's been driving me nuts. There is so many people I have seen on social media that is fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. You go on here and you put up this facade acting like you got it like that. Oh, I do this, I make this, and this, but then behind the scenes, you're not putting not one penny to your children. Your children are sitting here struggling. Your family's sitting here struggling. You get what I'm saying? Your family's sitting here struggling while you sitting here talking about the new J's, the new shoes, the gear you got on that costs $1,000 fucking dollars. But behind the scenes, your poor kids are struggling. Your family struggling. People portraying themselves as single, acting like they a bachelor, acting like they woo-de-woo-de-woo. Behind the scenes, they're fucking married. Out in the facade, in this fantasy world, they acting like, when people choose to tell something about themselves, or people come to them and tell them about themselves, they'll get on there on social media and be like, oh, I don't care what nobody think of me because I got a good heart. Or, I don't care what nobody think about me. I don't give a fuck. This is my life. But then behind the scenes, they sucking everybody goddamn dick. You get what I'm saying? Yes, master. Yes. Yes, master. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hopefully fucking YouTube don't fucking blame me for that shit. But I mean, I'm just being real. Seriously. This is literally the shit I've been seeing. Or the niggas go on there, niggas and nigglets, okay? Let me get that straight. Niggas and nigglets, okay? They get on there, talking about how they love they person so much, and woo, 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 woo. But behind the scene, they up in people's DMs. I don't know where this whole little fake thing came from, but that shit needs to stop. We need to go ahead and cut that shit off. Go ahead and just Go ahead and, yeah, just mark that out the book. Wherever, if there's a book out there that is saying that it is cool to be fake as fuck in real life, social media, whatever, burn that shit. Hell no. Fake ain't it. That ain't it. Being fake is not it. It ain't never been it. But that's what we're going through. That's what we're dealing with. That's what I'm seeing. All this fucking fakeness. Nobody want to be authentic. Nobody wants to be authentic. They worried about everybody fucking else. If we had more people that would be authentic and would love themselves and be who they are, the world would be so much more peaceful. I really believe that. I believe that the world would be so much more peaceful. I feel like we would have a lot less hate. I feel like we would have a lot less division if people would fucking be true to their goddamn selves. The fuck are you being fake for? And then what makes it so crazy? You go around being fake like as if people don't know you're fake. You're fake. Real recognize real. Authentic person knows their own. Okay? Authentic person knows their own. And I like to believe that a fake person knows their own too. But unfortunately, the thing is, the fake is outweighing authentic, which is crazy. You know, the whole 36 years that I have been on this world, in this world, I had never thought if somebody's worth to come to me and tell me that the world was gonna be full of fake motherfuckers, the world's gonna be full of fake and toxicity, I wouldn't believe that shit. I would have said the devil is a lie. I wouldn't believe that. But that's exactly what it is. You know, and it makes you lose faith in humanity. It makes you so disappointed in humanity. Because it's like, what the fuck? It really does. It makes you lose faith. At least coming from my perspective and just being the person that I am, it makes you lose faith. Because it's like, what the fuck? And then it makes you feel bad. And it makes you feel like a terrible parent. Because it's like, what in the world did I bring my kids into? What kind of fucking world did I bring my babies into? Those babies are the most amazing things in the world. And I brought them into a world of fucking fakeness and toxicity. But then another part of me says, you know what? But you know what? They're gonna be the one to change the world. You feel me? I'm determined to make sure they are the ones to change this fucking world. And just seeing how they're coming up right now, I feel like they're gonna succeed. I feel like that they're going to succeed in some kind of way and put in some type of change in the world. They're fucking amazing kids. Amazing. Amazing kids. And for them to go to the things that they've been through thus far, it's just, God. Amazing kids, man. Amazing kids. Let's just break these generational curses, man. Let's break it. Let's break it. It's urgent. You see that? You heard the sirens. This shit's urgent. This shit's urgent. We need to break these generational curses. We need to stop passing this shit down. It's not cute. If you want to be a big ass toxic ball of energy, do that shit on your own. Be by your fucking self. Don't bring no children in this world if you're gonna be like that. Do not. Be by your fucking self. Go be a toxic ball of energy by yourself so you can be alone. Be alone and Be to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. Please don't take me as what I'm saying as being mean. But seriously, if you are going to be nothing but a destruction and be destructive to others, don't bring people around you. Don't have people that are relying on you, depending on you, if you're not willing to change. Like I said, we all got to go through the stage. We have to. But if you aren't willing to fucking change, for yourself at least, if you don't see yourself worthy enough for change, then nobody else in your circle is worthy enough either. If you don't see yourself worthy of love, respect, happiness, the people in your life ain't going to be worthy of it neither, because you have no idea how to provide it. A person that does not love themselves is incapable of loving anybody else. In a sentence, like, they're not. So if you don't see yourself worthy enough to be the best version of yourself so that shit can spill over to others, be by yourself. Be by your fucking self. Be by yourself and have enough consideration to not try to fucking corrupt everybody else's mind with the shit. You feel me? Just because you was corrupted with it and you decide to soak it in and let it consume you, don't mean you got the right to go pass it down to everybody else. Passing this shit down like fucking COVID, monkeypox and shit. What gives you the right to do that? What gives you the right to go around here and poisoning other people's lives because you don't have the fucking courage to fucking get the reins on your life? You don't got the courage. You can't say shit with your chest. You a coward. You a bum. You get what I'm saying? What gives you the right to pass that shit down to everybody else? No. If you want to be in your darkness, be on it by your damn self. Don't put that shit on anybody else. Like, the damage that we can do to people is fucking paramount, and people don't realize. They act like they don't realize the shit that we can do to each other. We can cause so much damage to each other. So much fucking damage. We have that much fucking power to cause a world of fucking chaos to people around us. Why in the fuck would you want to do that? Go down that rabbit hole by your fucking self. You want to be toxic? Hey, by all means, you got free will, baby. You was blessed with the free will. But go down that shit by your fucking self so you can reap what you sown by yourself. Nobody should be around you reaping what you have caused. Especially not someone that's pure, good-hearted. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. They don't deserve that shit. Our children do not deserve that. When I say that, I'm talking about our children. I'm talking about the partners we might have been blessed in our lives to be light. They don't deserve it. You taking advantage of the fact that they believe in you? No. 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 Let them go. And then the ones that is receiving the terrible treatment, let them fucking go. Takers don't have a limit. Let it go. Stop giving to it. You don't deserve to fucking destroy your whole world. We all got a purpose in this world. You do not deserve to sit here and destroy what, you're meant to be over another human being. Start giving others your power, okay? And I hope that y'all take that. I hope y'all understood what I'm saying. I'm not really sure if I was all over the place or not, but I was just speaking at whatever just came out and just came to my mind right then. I said what came to my mind. But, you know, that's it. That's the message. That's it. That's the message. Just stop. Toxicity is not it. Nigga. Boo on toxicity, nigga. Tomatoes. Boo. It's not it. It's not a good look. It makes you ugly on the inside and out. You can be the finest motherfucker in this world, okay? You can be Idris Elba. You can be genuine. You can be, I don't know, who's the fine bitches y'all be thinking is fine nowadays? Beyonce? Rihanna? Rihanna's beautiful. But, you know, you can be beautiful, well off. You could be all those things. But if your soul is ugly, if your spirit is ugly and dark, it's going to spew through your pores. It's going to come out. You cannot hide it. You can't hide it. So you might as well just embrace it, love on it, so you can keep it under control. Might as well. It don't make no damn sense to put something and try to hide that shit, because it ain't going to let you hide it. I'm telling you. Your darkness, your inner demons is not going to let you hide them. What's in the dark is eventually going to come to light. And y'all going to see it. I'm going to let you know right now. Y'all about to see a lot of motherfuckers on your friend list, around you. All that motherfucking shit, they acting like they so big and this and they doing so good and they cracking all these fucking jokes. You going to find out that the truth behind the scenes, one, they've been wearing a mask. They've been lying to y'all motherfuckers. Two, they haven't been shit. They've been treating their family as garbage. People that love them as garbage. Three, they're ugly on the inside because they got nothing but trauma that they don't want to heal. Mark my words. What do I tell you? You gonna see it? I had to find out myself. Shit. Recently? Oh, baby. When I fucking tell you. Oh, Jesus. I learned some colors, baby. I done seen some fucking colors. If I was colorblind, I would have seen these colors as much as this shit's been shown. Okay? God damn. God. Oh, God. People have been showing their ass to me. Handing their motherfucking ass to me. You feel me? Handing it to me. But it's okay. It's a lesson. It's a lesson, you know. Does it beat you up? Does it get you down? Does it tear you apart in fucking pieces? Yes, it does. Shatters you. It shatters you. It really does. When you love somebody so much and you give and you give and you give and you give and you have so much faith in them, just for them to keep taking and you know, tearing your fucking whole world apart. It hurts, but you know, it's a lesson. It's a lesson. You know, and I feel like that's why I was pushed to come on here, is because I've been going through it. I speak from experience. I've been going through it, and somebody needed to know they're not alone. You're not alone, okay? Don't think for one goddamn second you're going through your hell by yourself, because you're not. You're not. We all going through hell, to be real. All of us is going through some type of hell. But the problem is that some people are better at hiding it than others. Some are better than some are better than being fake. When you're real, you know, you're not even hiding, you know, you gotta go through it and, you know, but when you're fake and you're not authentic, it's easy for you to hide it, you know. But yeah, we all going through it. There's just some people that got their filter up and pretending that they so fucking great when they're literally the devil in disguise. Okay, so yeah, I hope this helps somebody. Lord, whoever it was meant for, please, Spirit, let it go to who it was meant for. Before I go, I'm gonna give y'all one of these. I'm gonna give y'all some love from my little oracle deck. Give you some inspiration, you know, just try to tell you anything else that you might need to know for the collective that might need it. You know, something that might help you keep you from that fucking edge. I'm sure a lot of you might be on the edge right now and you're ready to fucking jump off, and you just need that one thing. You just need that one person to say, hey, I love you, you're worth it. Or just to say that one fucking word that resonates with you. You get me? I'm here to tell you that I love you. You are worthy, you are important, you are loved. Like I always tell y'all, okay? Don't jump off the edge, baby. Please don't. Don't jump off. Please. We need you here. We need you. Don't jump off. We need you. Your kids need you. If you have babies, your family needs you. Please don't jump off. Please hang in there, okay? Alright, Holy Spirit. What you want me to tell my beautiful friends and family? You got anything for them today? What you want to tell them to keep them going for the day? Okay, I'm gonna take these because they flipped out and kept acting like they wanted to flip out. Okay, so first one's composure. Keep your composure, okay? If you've been through hell and back and that shit just keeps fucking you up, okay? I'm gonna read each one of these to you, okay? So you can get the deeper meaning of what they're saying, okay? And see if anything in it resonates with you. So composure. Take time to gather your thoughts and energy because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. I swear, every time, it's funny because I swear every time I try to, like, send light to others, there's always some bullshit that happens right after. And it reminds me of my childhood where, like, I was always silenced. I wasn't able to ever speak or say what was on my mind. I just had to go with whatever the fuck I was told. And it was either that, or it was either you had to listen to what you were being told, you didn't get to have a voice, or if you did have a voice, it better be whatever the hell they tell you to say. You get what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of funny that it did that bullshit to me right now, because every time, it happens every time. This isn't the first time it happens. Every single time that I will go and try to make a video to shed some light that I'm getting moved to send, and something stupid would happen and it will piss me off, and then I'll just say fuck it and I won't even post it. I'll just delete it or something. And or you know, I'll try so hard to get it to work and the shit just won't work, and then I'll eventually just give up. So I thought that was very funny that it did that shit. I thought that was really funny. But today it ain't happening, okay? The devil's a lie today. Okay, so as I was trying to say, 3 cards had flipped out, and I'm gonna read each of these to you, okay? I was looking at the video and it showed that I was starting with this first one and it cut me off. Okay, so I'm trying to keep an eye on it to make sure. Okay, so the first one is composure, and it says, take time to gather your thoughts and energy because there's a good chance that you're experiencing a buildup of frustration and annoyance at this time. You are a passionate, loving, and joyful being, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken for granted or underestimated. The warrior within you wants to rise up and fight, or at least prove your skills, talents, and worth. But drawing this card indicates that right now you're not going to be respected or heard in the way that you deserve. Angel wisdom is guiding you to retreat, reflect, and compose yourself before proceeding further. So, Take time to ask your angels and guides to help compose your thoughts and your energy. Know that the divine hand of God is upon the situation and everyone involved, and there's no need to worry about anyone's karma but your own. Just retreat, refuel, and regain your composure. Okay? So that was that one, okay? That was the first one that came out. Okay, the second one that came out. Power and intention. Okay? So let me bring that one up to you. Okay. Power and intention. When you align your intentions with the highest good and act with love and consideration, your power is intensified. When you draw this card, your angels are drawing close to remind you of this. You have the capacity to be a leader and guide at this time, and you are being encouraged to align with love and the highest good so that you can act from the heart. Often when power arises within, we can find our egos get louder, and this is because it wants us to be limited and to question or even stifle our growth. Don't let it hold you back now. Call in your angels and invite them to help you listen closely to the voice of your soul so that you can move forward powerfully and effectively in a loving way. Okay? I know this is funny because I swear. Confirmation. Okay, and the third card I have for y'all, manifestation. Okay? Manifestation. I love that one. Manifestation. Alright. And this one says, manifestation is the ability to bring our thoughts, dreams, and intentions into reality. The spiritual law of manifestation helps us create, from deep within, energies and experiences that lead us toward greater fulfillment and purpose. You are blessed to have received this angel card today, for it encourages you to recognize your power. You are a master of manifestation, and whenever you focus on something with loving thoughts and the best intentions, you bring that dream into reality. If you are working on bringing something to fruition at this time, whether that be a project, an opportunity, or even a miracle, this card lets you know that it's unfolding before your eyes. It's very important to stay elevated at this time and focus on positive energy, blessings, and the positive events that are happening around you as you are magnetizing even more blessings into your world. All right? I like that. I think that was very needed. Okay. So if that helped anybody, that resonated with anyone, I hope it did. I'm sorry there was an interruption. I thought that was fucking funny. That was funny to me. Very, very funny. But anyways, I kept my composure. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so that's it for now. I love you guys. You're beautiful. Okay? Get rid of this toxic ass energy. Remove it. Okay? Remove it from your energy. Person, people, places, and things. Remove it. Okay? You deserve better. You deserve to be your best version of yourselves. If nobody is down to move in that direction with you, leave them in the dust. Okay? Alright. I love you guys. Be love.